OMG, I want my lodger's length. Milfs Unprotected, 2. Breeding Erotica MILF Erotica. Written by Tori Westwood. Narrated by Edie Olliver. OMG, I want my lodger's length. Milfs Unprotected, 2. It was great to have Evan back in the house after so many months away. It certainly gave me a little company on the lonely mornings at home. He'd been away at college for his first semester, and from listening to him, it had all come as quite a shock money-wise. We were pretty lenient on his bills when we took him in as a lodger, feeling a sizable amount of pity for him given his predicament. This was a chance for Evan to prove he could cut it financially. Well, it's fair to say, Evan hadn't really passed the test. He'd gone hell for leather at college and spent most of his money before the first few weeks were done. For the rest of the semester, he'd been scraping by on ramen. The first thing he did when he moved back in was raid the refrigerator looking for any food that wasn't noodles. "How about I treat you?" I said, watching him eat his morning cereal. "Treat me to what?" he asked, looking briefly away from the television. I pulled my morning gown around me and leant forward. "How about a new wardrobe?" Evan stared down at his faded pajamas. "Definitely couldn't hurt." "I'll take you over there now if you like. You got any plans today?" "Not really," he said. "I sure could do with some new stuff. I never knew it'd be so hard." I laughed. "Welcome to the real world, honey. You'll get used to it. We'll go get changed and I'll spoil you. Sound good?" "Thanks, Mrs. Carter." He smiled. Something about treating him like that always made me all warm and fuzzy. Evan was always thankful for everything he was given, more so now he'd had a taste of what the real world was like. He finished up his cereal and went upstairs to get dressed. I sat on the couch and finished my coffee, dreaming up all kinds of outfits that I wanted to see him in. I sometimes struggled to remember that he was 19 and would likely want to pick out his own stuff. I put my empty mug in the kitchen and walked upstairs to change. "I'll be ready in about 5 or 10 minutes, Evan," I called as I walked down the hall to my bedroom. "Okay, Mrs. Carter," I heard him say, and then I saw him through the crack in the door. I smiled as I watched him get out of his pajamas, bouncing on his heel as he fought it off his ankles. It was a joy to have him back. I lingered longer than I should. My smile suddenly turned to a look of shock and horror as I realized Evan wasn't wearing anything beneath his pajama pants. He wrestled them off the bottom of his legs, and I gasped as I saw his cock.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?